Hey everyone, Lenzonos here. Welcome back to Delivering. So been on the server for a little bit this morning, and I think yesterday as well. Just trying to prep up for today. I've made a few of these ultimate induction providers and induction cells. So these guys, I've set a recipe up for them. Go in here, induction. If you look here, so the cell holds 1.6 trillion forge energy, and each one, and then the provider, so the output rate is 52.42 million per provider, so that's about 150 million output rate, and then we're holding whatever it is, some silly amount. Sorry, let's do that again. Induction, I could hold, what's that, 3.2, 4.8 trillion forge energy in there. So I don't know whether to continue making more of those guys and then hold that as a massive battery, because I mean, at the moment I've got 100 and whatever it is, 102 million forge energy in there. But we could change things around and use this as the battery instead. I mean, this obviously needs to have stuff coming in, but we could redirect this cable completely, like here. Let's do that. Let's put this pipe here. Yeah, I don't know, because I still need to be able to get power into the entangler portal. So I don't know. 6 of 1. 6 of 1. Hello, server. Only when I start recording does it lag. Anyway, let's do this. Let's put this in. I've got my backpack collecting things at the moment. Let's see what this does. It can hold 4.8 trillion, and it can pull in 278,000 forge energy a tick. That will be an export. That will be an import. Good. It'll just basically be a buffer for me at the moment. But I'll let this fill up. That'd be good. And eventually maybe we can put if I get fission, which is my next step, I could put an entangle porter here to export power directly into this cell. But as I said, still plenty more I can fit in there, and all it requires is for me to come over here and type the word ultimate and then pop another one in. Again, I don't know if I lose power. Let's test the theory. Oops, wrong button. It's going to take a minute to make some steel. This here, so Chilled went and had a bit of a play. I logged in the other day, and here's this whole wall of crushers and a whole wall of smelting factory. Only moved the few recipes here, so sand, etc. But a lot of the recipes will be still here, like the steel one, for example. Let's remove that before we get there. Let's do it. Let's move this over here to the smelters. And then it should dump out into here. Find out in a second. See where we're at. Enriched iron is happening, but I don't know whether anything has switched over to the other side because it's still pushing stuff in. Almost out. There we go. We should start getting the enriched iron coming back in. So then they will be coming down here. Look how quick these are going. Just zipping through. So it's a lot quicker, and all of them have importers on them with full speed upgrades. That power there keeps popping off like the one up here does too, which is a little bit of a pain. So each time I log in, I come straight over to these points, pick up the upgrade thing and put it back in pretty much. A couple of other things that have been changed. One is there's some signs. like sort of directing me around the back here. Chilled has given me a link to the system over at their base, and apparently I can import. I don't know how to really import stuff, but I don't know, maybe I guess I can, if I want something particular, I can pump it into here and it'll go into my system. I have changed the water tank to be an importer now, because just having 16 buckets of water once I hit fission is probably not enough. Lava has also been set to import, so I currently have 74,000 buckets of lava and 7.2 thousand of water. So let's hand in the quests that we have available. So this one here is, both of these are going into my back. So one of these is the quest here for the 1048 storage disk, and the other one is the remaining items from this quest line, which is just 20 energy upgrades. And then all we have left is plutonium pellet, which is what we need to work on next. So we got part of it going. We got the we got this down here. Oh, where am I going? Downstairs. We got the fissile fuel happening, and this is the second tank. I've got another one over near where I'm going to make the reactor. So this is all running again to fill back up another 512. I'm going to put an entangle porter on that, I believe, eventually, to run over to the other base, to the other area. All right, so that was one quest done. This one should complete shortly, I imagine. So there's Chilled remote. So that works from here. Remembering that that will work from here because of the wireless transmitter on top of this system. That's network connected to Chilled's base, which is, yeah. All right, is that going to complete? Did I put the right ones in? Probably put speed, not energy, didn't I? Let's do 20 energy upgrades. I don't know if that's what I've done. Let's make another 20 energy upgrades. Let's go upstairs and just check in the drones. Maybe there's one still floating around, or it went into the wrong. Don't know. I'll leave it another moment. You can see I've got a waystone over there now. A little bit hard to see in the distance, but there's one over there so we can jump to and from. Maybe I set the wrong one. Cardboard. I'm at that point where it doesn't really matter anymore if I send the wrong item. Energy. Have the 3 stacks space. I know as soon as I drop this in the box up here, it'll complete that quest probably. That's fine. Don't care. All right, cool. So that is good. Still no new emails. I'm assuming that it is waiting specifically for that plutonium one. Plutonium pellet. Now, there's 2 things I could do here. One, I could go to Chilled's base and grab a plutonium pellet, because that's all set up over there. And if I don't know if I've shown Chilled's atomic area before, but it's a rather large building with everything you can possibly think of for mechanism power reactors, including fusion, I believe, which, yikes. One steam generator, so, like a turbine, I should say. Massive turbine. And then underneath all this is what we're going to work on. There it goes, the mining one. This is the fission reactor. So this is our next quest, is to make one of these guys. And then we will get fuel. We'll get nuclear waste, and we convert it into plutonium in an isotopic centrifuge. Yep. And then this one here is the one where you can make plutonium pellets from fluorite dust. So again, as I said, I could just come over here and plop some, fluoride in, or we can just build our own tiny little one. So I've got a few items in my inventory here that I need. I don't think I need that. Actually, I might. I've never built one of these before. I did test build it, and I think it works. Hopefully I don't blow things up. But I've set up a network receiver and transmitter. So the receiver's here. The transmitter is, let's just show this because for those of you who haven't done this before, got a transmitter here. You create a network card, and then you right-click that network card on the receiver. So the transmitter's here, right-click on the receiver, bring it back and place it in here, and it links up the network. So I now have the ability to, even though I could access from my wireless connection, wherever that is, this thing, this means that I can bring a cable out the bottom of this system, which I have. Just drop onto here. So there's a cable here, and that will link directly to my my RS system. All right, so this is the size that I'm going to build my reactor, and as I said, I had already sort of test built one because I'd never done it before. I did go and watch a Direwolf 20 video and learn a basic system because most of his stuff tends to be fairly straightforward. We've got some fission reactor casings. Now I'm doing it as an even number because Chilled built this building as an even number. Anyway, I'm going to put these 4 on the bottom. These are fission reactor ports. These are fission reactor casings. So reactor casing is just lead around a steel casing. Reactor ports is a elite control circuit with casings around it. So you need 4. You need your coolant in and coolant out, or coolant in and steam out, or water in and steam out in this case. And then you need fuel in and waste out. And you would have seen I had pipes and stuff set up underneath with an idea of how I'm building this. So I'm going to do, I think I set it up for, I think I went one more higher, but can't fully remember. I got enough. We'll go one more higher. Okay. So 2x2 inside, and I've gone 5 high. So the internals is 2x3. I've got control rod assemblies and fission fuel assemblies here. So this guy led around a steel casing. This, make sure that was that. No. Lead, elite control, steel. And then this one is lead with a chemical tank and steel. You need to put a control rod at the top. I'm just going to put 2 rods in here. I don't know what that's going to do for me. But we're just going to put 2. And then fission fuel assembly underneath has to go all the way to the floor. If you've used big reactors before, the main difference here is that in a big reactor, the control rod is actually part of the top. In this one, it's not. I've got some reactor glass, and I've got logic adapters here. So what the logic adapter does is allow you redstone control. And I've got a couple of these. I actually want to try and make things cleaner here. I'm actually going to do 2 more of these. I don't have a I don't believe I have a redstone cable or anything like that. Be nice if I had some sort of redstone, like duct or something. Nice. So I'm actually going to build. Yeah. Let's build another receiver. I need 2 more of these. Build another receiver and another transmitter. I'm going to link them together as well. So my idea was to put my control here, and you can't access anything until you build the entire unit. So I think that's everything. That's fuel. Yep, good. We've got the ports in the bottom. Just going to complete the sides with glass. And reactor glass for those playing along at home. Lead. Well, it says frame glass, but I'm pretty sure it's just glass. And enriched iron on the sides. I've set recipes up for all this stuff. Right, you got the red sparkles to say multi-block completed. Now I can right click on the unit and get a GUI like we did on Chilled's reactor. Activate is start, scram is stop, pretty much. We have a coolant tank, we have a fuel tank, heated coolant tank, and a waste tank. Hence why we need the 4 in the bottom. So redstone control here, the logic adapter. So what we can do, you can have it as disabled, but what I want to actually have it is I want to output a redstone signal when it gets to a high temp. I don't want the thing to explode. Output when the reactor reaches dangerous temperatures. I think this is probably the best thing to do. May need to do another one here, but we're going to output when it gets to a high temp, and then this one is we're going to set to activation. Downside to this is that it will activate the reactor when there is a redstone signal. So what I actually need to do is I need a transmitter, right? And this one's linked to this one, channel 6. And then I'm going to need another receiver here. And this one will be linked to this other transmitter, channel 7. Good. So the idea here is that this will output here when it gets to a high temp, which will turn a signal, which means I need to invert the redstone signal. And then this one will turn it on and off. So if I did this now, we'll do this here. Transmit, receive. Right. So at the moment, if I get a redstone signal here, this will come to here. Actually, I will demonstrate. So at the moment, if I change this to insufficient fuel, this will turn on and the reactor will actually turn on. There's no fuel in there, so nothing's going to happen. But I need to invert this signal because the idea is that this should be turning it off. If it's one of these red signals, I want it to turn off. And as this will only activate with power, I need to invert. So I'm going to invert this underneath the floor so that we don't have it too messy up here. Right, let's head downstairs. There's no super like redstone circuits or anything in this that I can see. So I want transmitter, I want receiver, and rotate this guy around like that. I'm going to place here redstone torch, and we're going to put, oh, that's not going to work, is it? Oh, that will work. Like so. So that will actually be outputting at the moment. If I go upstairs, the reactor will be switched on. Here is Skelly. I don't know where. So we're currently turned on. So at the moment, I'm actually going to just set that to disabled until we're done. Where was that scaling? Must be below. All right, so that's the control mechanism. The next thing we need to do is get water into here. So as you saw below here, I have an exporter and an importer. So we're going to run cables, probably going to put it under the ground here so it's not too hard to maneuver. Over here. Grab some of the old cables. Through here. All right, and we're going to set this one to export fluid, water. Very good. Okay, so if I do this, this should be exporting water. We've got 1 bucket in there. We will need those speed upgrades, right? Two buckets, yeah. Let's grab, not that one. I want this one. Let's grab a stack upgrade. And those speed upgrades. Okay, cool. So in here we want stack upgrade, so that'll give us, still slow, speed upgrades in. Okay, we've got 67 buckets in there already, look. And you can see just how much water this holds. Now eventually this will create a closed loop from what I have been led to believe. So we should be good. Next thing, as I said, I'll probably put entangler porters here. So let's actually make 2 entangler porters. Can I have 2 of them, please? Today. Yep, there we go. 1, 2. And I'm going to place them here. They're going to be private networks. I'm going to call this private, and it's going to be called fissile fuel. Yep, and it's going to be side configured of gases eject on. Right, everything out. So that should actually push into this tank. The other one over here, I might, we'll see what happens. I might need to private waste fuel, maybe. And then this will be input on all sides, I guess. I'm not sure if this will work yet. That's cool. Worst case, I'll put a gas pipe between them. But the idea is that we've got 512 buckets worth of storage, and same here. I'll put another one of these guys in my base where I've got the thing being created. So next step, let's fill it full of fuel. There it goes. If this turns on now, we could be in for trouble. So it has 32 buckets of fuel. It also has 2.2 million buckets of water in it. And that tank has a fair bit. Let's race back to the other base, and we will set up these other entangler porters. I'll start making them. It's for proof of concept of what I want to do. Seeing as it's very slowly filling up. And that's mainly because I kind of only have the 1 water pump. Where is my water pump? It's in the base, isn't it? Here I am going. Where do I have that set up again? I don't remember. It's not in, actually, it's not in here. To remember where I put my water tank, my water pump. I think it's out, actually. It's outside the base somewhere. But yeah, the idea will be that I need to get water through this system, and I think we will find that I will be struggling for water. I don't know. I can't remember where my water pump is. Anyway, how are we going here? Hardly scratched the surface. 1.62 giga. Inputting 500 for Genegetic, which is coming from there. Oh, this guy probably. Hey, we're using biofuel finally. This just has no idea. It can't do its thing. At least we finally got a use for the dye. Tons of that dye. Oh, gee. Tons of it. I'm going to set it back up to go through the system. I don't think I need any at the moment. What are you doing? You only got a couple. You can have that one as well. Okay. All right, let's check this email really quick. Customer has a ridiculous order. Well, 8 times compressed cobble, 7 times compressed netherrack, 6 times compressed endstone. Eight times compressed cobble. What am I up to in here? I think I got 7 times. Got quite a bit of cobble. Does it auto compress at the moment? I'm not sure that my cobble is compressing. Actually, we're out. We're fairly low on the elder. Oh, this is hooked back up, that's why. Yep. Anyway, let's set up the 8 times compressed. Yep. One of these. Yeah, there's a spare spot. Okay, so if I ask for yeah, I need 4.3 million more cobblestone. Anyway, that could take a while. Probably make a few more of these guys. What am I pulling out here with advanced? That's fine. What? Probably don't need this many near, right? It's fine. I'll deal with that afterwards. The netherrack's going to be a fun one. I might need to switch over my miner that's in the nether to doing netherrack, and we're going to need, obviously, to mine a bunch of endstone. Actually, did I buy a builder? I don't know if I've bought a builder, but let's buy one. And then get these two. And I'm going to make another one. I don't know why I clicked off that. Now let's put these things away. All right, so the idea with what I wanted to do with the entangler porters will be down here. So I'm going to put one there, I guess. and this will be in the private, and this will be fissile fuel, and it will be inputs. Again, I don't know if I need to. Cool. Gases eject on. So is that the front? If I eject output at the back, yes, it's going into there. Very good. And that system will kick off again. And then if I run over to the reactor, getting full of water. In here, this tank is not full. You are on fissile fuel. Side config is gases, eject on, everything is out. This one, the back, gases, inputs on the back. Yes, there we go. So this red square is the front. So we now got fissile fuel coming from the base to here automatically. Probably need to put a anchor upgrade here. Might not hurt. Ooh, a wireless transmitter in range. Hello? Why is there no transmitter in range? Uh-oh. What did I break? Unloaded my... Base is right there. Did I run out of power? Oh, that's bad. Let's go inside. We are out of power. Yep, everything's out of power. So this here needs to have an upgrade put in. Do I have one in my backpack? Have an ultimate. That'll do. There we go. Oops. Yeah, whoops. Got 1.63 gig in there, so that's fine. This is getting smashed. Where's your power going? Shouldn't be power coming out of it anywhere else. That's fine. Let's you know what? Let's get some input. Let's get some input. There we go. So that should bring input of only 44,000. Might need to go up and check my solars, to be honest. Okay, you're set to ultimates. We might need to put infinite. Oh no. We are generating 24,000 a tick. These guys are pumping out at 66. You need to make some more solar panels. So what are they? 7s? 6s. Got 4. Time for more power. Which is what the fission thing will do too. Solar. We've got some 7s here. Upgrade. Don't know how many of these are made. A couple of them, I guess. Just need the 2. Transfer rate. And capacity. I haven't played with these. So. All right, to finish up the episode, we're going to do the turbine in the next one, I think. I'm going to place these guys down here. Good. We're going to set these to export. These are going to have infinity cards put in them. And you are going to have 5 of them, 5 of them, and 5 of them. I don't know if it does anything. 327. Cool. Do they have power store? Oh, look, they've got heaps more in them. All right. Good. Power's happening. Anyway, I'm going to wrap up here. Thanks everyone for watching. Comment down below. Next time, I think we will build the turbine. And then we'll set up a hello server. We'll set up a way of pushing steam from here to the turbine, which I think will either go here or we'll put it over there. I don't know yet. I'll try and make a fairly large turbine. Same deal though. We'll sink it into the floor one, and we'll run it off RS. If I hit activate now, I'm going to activate and scram it fairly quick. It starts up. Temperature starts to raise. It will be turning fuel into steam, running at 100 degrees, and we're generating nuclear waste. So, nuclear waste, 17 millibuckets. I might need to go down below. Let's do that. It's noisy, isn't it? Low, down. This nuclear waste needs to be set to export. Coolant, which is steam. We are using the water, so it will pull the water through and turn it into steam, and we will be getting, it's going into here I'd say, in waste fuel we'll be getting the waste, and so nuclear waste is not coming out. Is nuclear waste a fluid? I thought it was a gas. You're going in. I'll have to work on that. Maybe it's not a gas. Oh, maybe this doesn't have an input set up properly. Where's the front? Front is here. Eject on input on the right. Should be happening. Alright. Okay. Don't know. I'll work on it. Anyway. You probably can't hear me over the noise of that thing. It's ridiculous. I'm going to shut it off. Well, it should shut off automatically if it gets too hot. You can see the water level dropping. The idea would be that it would turn off. Oh, actually, I don't have it set at the moment, so let's turn this off. We've got almost 3 million buckets of steam. But I will have to work out this nuclear waste. I thought it was a gas, but perhaps it's a liquid. Anyway, next time. Until then, thank you for watching. Comments below. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.